As your realtor, I believe it's my job to educate. And there's some facts out there that people just don't know. In fact, there's a lot of them. But what I'm going to speak about today is one of them, and that is, as a buyer, why in the world would you use a listing agent to help you buy a home? I can't tell you every year how many sign calls I get, which is what we call them. And so that's when we have a house listed and that buyer comes directly to us, right? Which is great if you're the listing agent. But when you're on the buyer agent side, working with a buyer, what happens is you got to understand how it works. As a listing agent or a seller's agent, you're obligated to get, basically, I'm going to short form it, your obligation is to get the most amount of money for that seller. And as a buyer agent, representing those buyers, your job is to get the best deal for them. So essentially the lowest price. And the reality is you can't suck and blow. So if you're a buyer looking for a house, you can't go to a listing agent and expect you're going to get a good deal. There's such a fallacy out there. People think, oh, if I go to the listing agent, they'll discount the commission with the seller and I'm going to get a better deal. No, that agent is just going to make both sides of the commission. And so they should, because it's two jobs. If you're representing a buyer and you're representing a seller, you're doing two different jobs and you're managing two different sets of people. It's like if you had a kitchen guy in to do your kitchen and then you said, hey, you know what? Can you resurface my driveway too? Guess what? They're not throwing that in for free, right? And so this is a very common misconception. I think people say, if I go to a listing agent, I'm going to get a better deal. Nothing is further from the truth. It would be the same thing. Let me just simplify this for you. If you and your partner were getting a divorce or separating, you generally would not use the same lawyer. Why? Because everybody has different interests and you need someone that represents yours. And it's no different in real estate. And I would love to know from you what your thought is. What is the one thing about real estate that when you bought or sold, you wish you knew, but you found out after?